Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about class as a user-defined type. We are going to see what is a class, how to create an object for a class, what are the content of a class, how to write a class program in BlueJ, and how to execute the methods individually. So first we will see what is a class. A class is like an object factory. So class is like a template where you can create many objects. So since you can create many objects which has common behavior and characteristics, you call it as an object factory. It also contains details of an object's internal data. So what are the internal data the object has? It has data members and member functions. So all these will be defined in the class. It is used to reserve space and initialize it, called instantiation. So it reserves space in the memory. So when you create an object, automatically it contains data members, that is variables. So each and every data members will have some size. So that will be reserved in the memory, and this process is called as instantiation. An object is called an instance of a class. Each and every object you call it as an instance. So when you create an object, you call it as instantiating. Next we are going to see creating an object of a class. 3 steps are there to create an object. First is declaration. So uses class as a data type along with an object. So normally when you create a variable, you will define it with a data type. Here if you want to create an object, you have to define it with a class name. That is, you can see an example here. Sum is the class name and OB is the object. So you have to use this class name as the data type. Next step is instantiation. The new keyword is used for allocating an object in the memory. So this new operator, so whenever you create an object, this new operator will allocate space in the memory for the object. And initialization. So if you want to pass values to the data members, you can use the constructor here. You can see here sum, open and close bracket. Within this parenthesis, you may pass values to the data members. So that will initialize the data members. Next is how to define a class. So normally you will have public class and class name, and usually you will have all these data members, that is variables, inside the method. Now when you are creating a class, you can declare data members outside the methods. So it will be outside all the methods. You can say it as a global variables which can be used any methods. When you declare it outside, it can be used anywhere in the class. So you can see you call it as instant variable. So each and every data member you call it as instance because object is called as an instance. So you can create as many as variables here outside the methods. And then afterwards you can have method 1, method 2, method 3 with parameter list, and then the body of the method. So this is how you will be defining a class. We will see in detail. So content of the class. So content of the class is first one is external wrapper, second one is internal wrapper. So internal wrapper, you have instance variables, constructors and member method. So we will see what is this external wrapper is. External wrapper is the class declaration enclosing inner part within a pair of curly braces. You can see class calculate, and here you can see open and close bracket, that is parenthesis, curly braces actually. So within this curly braces you will have all the full part of the class. So all the data members and member methods, everything will be defined inside this. So this overall wrapper is called as external wrapper. Internal wrapper or inner part of the class contains the following. So instance variable. So what is the instance variable is? If you create a data member, whenever you create a data member, you can access these data members through object. So object is called as instance. So since you are creating an object and you are accessing the variables, you call it as instance variable. And then you got constructors. So this constructor is used to initialize the data members. Normally when you pass some values from the object creation statement, it will go to the constructor and it will get data members get initialized. So that process is done by constructors. Third one is member methods. So other than constructors, you can have member method like input, where you can get the input from the user, and calculate, where you can do the calculation, and then display or output, where you can display the output. So these are the internal wrappers available. So now you can see a program example in detail. So you can see here int a comma b comma sum. So here this is called as the data member. Why you call it a data member is it is declared outside the method. So you can use these variables anywhere inside the method. So not necessary to declare inside. It is not a local variable. It is called as a global variable, or you can call it as instance variable, because through objects you are going to access this. Okay, and then you have a separate method for input. So where you can get the input for a and b. You can see here a and b is not defined here. It's defined outside, and you can see it has been input. Okay, a and b values input here, and then you got separate method for calculate. So you are going to divide the program into small parts. You can say procedures. Okay, so each and every method will be executed separately in BlueJ. So it is not necessary that you have to execute it together like normal program. You can partially execute the functions. Okay, so we will show you how to do that. So void calculate, where it will calculate the sum, that is a plus b, and then finally you got another method called display, where you can display the output. So you can divide the program into 3 different parts. Now while compiling, that is compiling, you will get no syntax error. Then after that, what you have to do, you have to right click on the class calculate. So you will see a menu here. You don't have void main because you didn't create it. So you can see new calculate. So when you click new calculate, it creates an object. So you can see create object. If you don't create object by yourself, compiler itself will create by itself. So it will be the message box which appears. Just click OK. Once you click OK, you can see a red color box will appear at the bottom of the screen with the name calculate. Okay, that is the object you create. Now right click on it, you can see 3 methods: input, display and calculate. So what's the first thing you are going to do is you are going to click on input. So once you click on input, it opens a terminal window asking for you to enter 2 numbers. So you have to just enter 2 numbers with space in between. After that, press enter. This terminal window will be closed. Again, you can see the screen. Right click on the object calculate, and you can click on void calculate method. So this will calculate the function. So no terminal window will open. Just it will calculate. It just doesn't execute anything. It automatically calculates inside. Okay, inside the compiler itself. After that, again you have to right click on it and click on display. So 3 times you have to do that. First time to input, click on input method. Second, you have to click on calculate method, and finally click on display method. So it should be in the same order. You should not click on calculate method before input, because you don't have an input which will be stored in the memory. So if you want to calculate something, you should need some input which is stored in the memory. So first you have to click on input, get the values stored in the memory, and then calculate that values and store it into the result variable, and then finally click on display. So once you click on display, you can see another terminal window will open with the value sum. Okay, so hope you understood how to create an class program and how to execute it one by one. We will see some more example programs in the next videos. Until then, thank you.